Goodbye, Papa, please pray for me. I was the black sheep of the family. You tried to teach me right from wrong.
Contrary to popular belief, the trans community is, in fact, strict as fuck, right? You gotta be careful about what you're complaining about and who you're complaining about it in front of, because God forbid you are what people deem passing or like the standard for a trans person and you complain about your dysphoria. I don't know, I just haven't really felt good about my body every time I look in the mirror. I see a woman.
Oh good, the passoid has something to say about his dysphoria.
No, please, tell us more about your feminine insecurities, Slenderman.
Yeah, why don't you go bite a fucking door frame or something?
I'm gonna Chink's body!
Today my paper is gonna be... Why are you hard? What's wrong with you? That is none of your concern. It is my concern, because you're standing right in front of me.
Walter, I have a huge problem with this dish. It's that you haven't made it for me sooner.
Thank you, Chef.
Because if you had, Drew, then I would know how good you are at cooking food that's bad.
I'm sorry, Chef.
And when I say bad, I mean Michael Jackson bad.
Thank you, Chef.
You know how he looked really, really bad at the end of his life?
Chef, I'm sorry. I don't know if you like the dish or not.
You don't know if I like the dish or not? Well, let's put it this way. Pack your f***ing knives, get out, you're off the show.
Sorry, Chef.
Because you should be working in the finest restaurant in the world.
Thank you, Chef.
Just not any world that I live in.
Suck out my big fat man titties, bitches! Rah! Rah!
Do you think I'm an athlete?
What are you talking about?
Well, you know, I think I'm an athlete, and sometimes I feel like you guys don't see me that way.
And you don't seem to understand. A shame you seemed an honest man.
Just like my son. I am? That's so silly. Imagine that.
Sorry, I thought I saw a wasp.
Do you love me too?
Excuse me?
For your information, I prefer sugar-free, artificial sweeteners made by man!
I'm sorry about all that.
I know it's got an aftertaste! I like it!
Why are you wearing makeup? Yeah, he... Sorry, it's just really hard for me to remember because you don't pass. You know, if you want to look like a real guy, you shouldn't wear jewelry. No, I'm not one of those trans guys. I'm one of the good ones. Why are you dyeing your hair? Don't you know that's gonna make you look like a girl? You listen to Sabrina Carpenter? Are you even trying to be a man? Look, I get that gender and expression aren't the same thing, but you can't really expect to be gendered correctly when you look like that. How do I try to pass? Oh, simple. I just use the most unhealthy way to bind that you have ever heard in your entire life. You should try it. Yeah, I don't really do any of that girly stuff. I'm a real guy.
Saddened as well as surprised at the sheer amount of trans men and trans masks who have seemingly no idea what's out there in terms of gender affirming care other than testosterone top surgery and then sometimes phalloplasty. So I'm just going to go through a list of gender affirming surgeries and other things that I think are personally really cool, and maybe you'll learn something and maybe you'll be inspired to do some more research on your own time. So you've heard of top surgery, but maybe you haven't heard of body sculpting, sometimes referred to as torso masculinization surgery, which is pretty much what it sounds like on the tin. It is a form of liposuction that is sometimes done around your hips, thighs, stomach, or buttocks area in order to create a more masculine figure. All of the results I've seen from this look amazing, and I need it bad. I follow a couple of really cool trans women on here who have gotten facial feminization surgery within the last couple of years, Alluring Skull, Rosemary's Diary, etc. However, there is an opposite to that, which is facial masculinization surgery, which is also what it sounds like on the tin. And let me just say, while it's not something I personally am pursuing, the guys who have gotten it, ow! And while a lot of y'all conceptually know about phalloplasty, you hold way too many nasty opinions about it for people who have A, never seen it fully healed, B, know nothing about the way that it actually works after surgery, and C, have never even heard about things like medical tattooing. Most of y'all would not be able to tell the difference between a natural and man-made John. Those boys are real. And while getting a full package is absolutely an option, so is keeping your original equipment with some add-ons. Yeah, I bet you didn't know you could have a Willy and a Wonka, if you know what I'm saying. And maybe that's still not for you, which is fine. Did you know that metotioplasty is also an option? It preserves a lot more of what is originally down there while still giving you what you want. And even within these individual surgeries, there are a million little different tweaks in order to make it aligned with your goals when it comes to gender transition. I really hope you learned something, and I hope that you get out there and do more research. Even if you are not somebody who plans on medically transitioning, there is nothing wrong with educating yourself, and maybe there is something that is out there that would affirm your gender that you just don't even know about. In this day and age where medically transitioning is more stigmatized than ever, it is really important that we talk about these things in order to destigmatize it. Mwah.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah, of course.
Do girls not have balls?
Girls do not have balls, no.
So when a girl goes to scratch her balls, how does that work?
So my last video about being trans went pretty viral. A lot of people really liked it, so I'm gonna give some trans tips from a trans guy who's been out for 6 years. 7 years? If you're looking to bind, and you're unable to get a binder or anything like that, what you can do is you can take 2 sports bras, take the padding out, wear one backwards, wear the other one the other way. And that worked for me all of middle school. Please, 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 as soon as you get home from school, take that shit off. Take it off. Don't wear it more than 8 hours. My chest is like caved in slightly right here because I overbinded so much in middle school. Please, please, please don't make that same mistake. Like, I completely get it. Dysphoria can be a very big bitch, but you're going to permanently damage yourself, and it can affect how you get top surgery in the future. Not only that, but if you also, then you're double fucked. You're double fucked. Another option is trans tape. If you need an excuse for it, if you play a sport, if you're active, which being active can help you build muscles in certain places, make you look more masculine, which I know y'all hate to hear, y'all hate to hear it, y'all hate to hear all about, get out of bed, stop doom scrolling. but it is very beneficial, and it has helped me, and it helps you be a more productive and independent person in general. You can use those excuses to get trans tape to your parents and be like, hey, I need this. I get a 100-foot roll off of Amazon. It's just called therapeutic tape. Don't do trans tape because they overprice it. Okay, so this is what I use. It was much bigger. It's probably about that thick. And then your nipples can get ripped off by it when you're taking it off. So get some of these. What you can do, this is just one of them. This is just one. You rip it in two. And each one goes there so you can protect them, because I'm telling you, you're gonna want to protect them. And it can be very rough on your skin. I'm gonna let you know now. Therapeutic tape is harsh on your skin. It's not easy. If you take it off too early, if you're a little too rough, it will rip and you will have scabs and welts, and it will hurt. Also, when putting these on, put Aquaphor or something under it, lotion, to hydrate the girls, because you don't want that shit dry. Okay, and then when aftercare for taking it off, taking trans tape off, like I said, Aquaphor, lotion, preferably unscented, because it's gonna burn if it's scented. Just anything like that. Facial lotion, that also works for me personally. Vaseline, just whatever works for you, you know. Haircuts. Y'all are not gonna be happy about this one. You need to get the big chop. I'm sorry. You need to, like, get your hair to where you're, like, almost bald. Like, I'm talking, like... yeah. Because I'm gonna tell you why. It's a good reason. Your hair will grow in shape to your face. And you'll know what you like when it gets to a certain length. Because if you don't do that, hairstylists are just going to keep being like, oh my god, you're just a little butch lesbian. I'm going to give you a pixie cut. Trust me, I've ran into that so many times. Also, never tell your barber that you're trans, or else you will end up like I did. That whole big chop was not intentional. Tommy at Great Clips, fuck you. Also, do not be super open about it. You are allowed to be proud of being trans a little bit quietly, because we are not in the country where we are safe enough to do that yet. Like, honey, I don't think you should be telling the local racist about you being trans. Let's not. You're gonna get jumped. So yeah, be careful about it. Be very careful. Like, you can go to pride events and stuff. You can, like, just tell people only when you're, like, close or friends with them, and ask them, be like, hey, let's just keep this, you know, in the circle, you know? And even if they are friends, they're gonna tell people. Like, some of my closest friends have told people without asking me. People are just gonna do it. They're gonna do it. You can't really get mad about it, because in the end, everyone's going to do it at some point. Names. Be for real about names. Please be for real about names. Because, like the trans men who are, like, naming themselves a Japanese name that are white men. Like, don't name yourself out of your ethnicity, please. Like, no, that's just weird. Not only that, but it's gonna get you clocked immediately. Like, y'all, if you are wanting to pass, then you need to choose names that you're not gonna get clocked immediately from. And, like, if you choose not to, that's fine, but you're more likely to not pass because of that, unfortunately. Like, my middle name is something that I wouldn't have passed with. Like, my middle name is Nex. I love my middle name, you know. In certain scenarios, I tell people that's my first name if I'm not comfortable with them, if they're woke enough. But, Clay it is. Oh, and I was in a pottery class, so imagine how that felt. Clay, what's up? Bitch, I ain't talking about you. Yeah. So, let's take all these things into consideration. Okay, let's take all these things into consideration, and that's just my advice. You don't have to listen to me. I'm just a white boy. No, white boy, no. But seriously, do please stay safe, because if you're in America right now, we're cooked. So be safe, be aware, and, you know, do what you can for our community. Love ya.